What's up, everybody? Zach here with car thoughts on the Nerd Cave on your Tuesday morning drive. Guys, hope everyone is doing well. We are on our way to work, and it's been a week. It took a week off last week because I was tired from my trip to New Orleans and everything. Plus, last week was kind of weird. I was going to do it Friday, but we're having our AC was having some issues. Nonetheless, we're back, we're here, and it's going to be a fantastic day. Even if the weather is a little dreary, a little this, a little that. Yesterday it was you got your gully washers, you got your frog stranglers. So much water that it would strangle a frog. That was yesterday. And I know it wasn't just us. I know even people over in Texas. I was talking to a doctor yesterday, and they literally had to close their practice yesterday because of all the rain. So I hope everyone's doing well. We got a little bit of a different setup today. We are using the Osmo Pocket 3. I got an awesome suction cup mount thing. So we're not using the phone anymore. We are using our Osmo, and I'm super, super excited about it because it frees up a lot of things. It looks good. The mic works way better with this than my phone. I can actually see where the levels are and everything. So I'm very, very stoked for this. Running a little late this morning, not going to lie. It is what it is. It is what it is today. And that's, I'm not going to let it stress me out. But I hope everyone's doing well. We got an awesome week of content. Tonight is our normal stream. We're going to chill, hang out. We're going to be playing some games. I don't know if I'm jumping back into Mass Effect tonight or checking out this game that I played a little bit over the weekend called Little Kitty, like a cat, Big City. Little Kitty, Big City. It's a ton of fun. It's on Game Pass. There's also Harold Halbert that I've been wanting to play as well. So I'm not sure what I'm going to play. Or we're going to play a little bit of something. I played over the weekend. I finished Sea of Stars, which I'll talk about that on NerdCave News a little bit more. But one thing that I've realized is I'm really bad about this because of time management and everything. Is I will get close to the end of a show, usually a show or a game, never a movie because I just finished movies. But I'll two episodes will be remaining, and then I'll just stop watching for a while, or I'll stop playing for a while. So the emotional payoff is lessened that way because you're not in it as much. And that's what happened with Sea of Stars. Got to the end, finished the final boss fight and everything. Didn't end the way that I thought it would, but it was a good fight. It was a good fight, I will say that. But it didn't have the emotional payoff because I feel like I took such a big break. It was, probably a month off, and that was in the first break that I took on the game. Not because it wasn't good. It was just time. Didn't have the time to play. And then recently, with my hand, trying to limit the amount of use of my thumb and everything, from editing. I have to do that for work to make money, and then playing games, unfortunately, is a secondary thing right now. So trying to figure all of that out, wearing a brace, trying to put ice on it, that sort of deal, just to give it time. I love how people just ride your butt while you drive. You know what I mean? They're trying to tell what you ate last night. And it's like, dude, just calm down. You ain't gonna get anywhere any faster. But anyway, there's my little driving tip for you today. Don't tailgate people. But as I was saying, the game was good. I was expecting a little bit more at the end. I won't spoil anything for anyone that is going to play it. The end battle was really good, um, but I was expecting like another battle after it, and it didn't happen. Which I know there's DLC that is coming out sometime this year. Um, and I'm hoping for another game. They kind of left it up where they could be another game and everything. So I really liked Sea of Stars. I think it's a good game. I know I'll talk more about this on Thursday, NerdCave News and everything on what you're playing. But yeah, I enjoyed it. And then I played some Little Kitty Big City, and I played so much like my thumb hurt all weekend long. Amy was like, "Is your thumb okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." I'm just over there just enjoying it. Just getting to play and just kind of relax, from the day and everything from the week. So, but yeah, a lot of good things coming. We got Nerd Cave News this week. If you haven't checked out our Demon Slayer ranking, it's out as well. Yesterday was our 11-year anniversary. Put out a video yesterday talking about it, and then we did some reruns of streams from the last few months and everything. Just because was not able to, take off work for that, because it was unfortunately on a Monday and everything, and then Mother's Day weekend kind of made it a little bit harder to plan anything. But 11 years, guys. I talked about it in the video. Like, we've done a lot, we've seen a lot, and we keep going, we keep ticking, and I am excited to see where the Nerd Cave goes. I'm excited to hang out with everybody tonight. One of the things I wanted to chat about today is this new thing that I've been learning called smart brevity. And what it is disseminating information into the quickest and most powerful and understandable way. Essentially, what's new and why does it matter to me? Those are the two kind of like, what's new and why does it matter to me? And the reason why I'm doing this is, one, I want to be a more effective communicator. Two, we only have so much time in a day, and what could take 10 minutes to be said could take a minute to be said. Same thing with communication, like written communication. That's where this actually comes from, is from written communication. Instead of journalists writing 3,000 word papers, it could be disseminated into under 1,000. And I think that's really important because of what we do here with Nerd Cave News and everything. And we've already started this, instead of reading full articles, being able to break down the main points into smaller things and then talk about it a little bit further. But we're going to take it a step further and talk about why it matters. Because again, it's like, what's new? We do that really well. And then we dive deep into things, but we don't always give context of why it matters to you, or why it should matter to you. What is it going to affect in the long run or in the here and now? So that's something we're going to start introducing into Nerd Cave News. Is, we're still going to break down points. They're going to be a little bit more concise. That's one of the big things of smart brevity, is you need to choose your words carefully. And I think that's so important because you can use big, mushy $5 words, but there are shorter, more direct words that communicate the exact same thing and are more easily understood. And I think that is so important, so things don't get lost in translation, or in, when you're listening to Nerd Cave News, or watching a short, you only have so much of an attention span, and you only have so much bandwidth to receive all that knowledge. So doing that, I think, is going to be really good. Doing that within just every day, there's a time and place to, be more wordy, you know what I mean? Like when you're really communicating with somebody that don't waste their time. But I think it's important, to be direct, but know when to use it, when not to use it, and everything. So that's kind of the idea of what we're going to be doing on NerdCave News. Is what's the headline? Something super punchy, super catchy. The main points from that, and you can already see one of these examples on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. I started posting on Instagram. Don't know if I like it, but it literally was attention grabber, main points, why it matters, and then go deeper. Come watch us on Thursday. So that's going to be kind of the flow on NerdCave News. It's going to be headline, main points, why it matters, and then Derek and I will go deeper into our discussion. So kind of giving people everything they need for that topic every time we do it, going through and talking about that topic. That way, if someone watches just one topic, they get the whole entire thing, and not having to read through the lines, not having to try to understand, why does this matter to me? So, because I know not everybody that watches is super into video games. And again, this is aside, why do people get in the left lane and drive slower than the other two lanes beside them? It's like, you don't need to be in the left lane, Buster Brown. You don't need to be in the left lane. Carfax with Car Thoughts. So smart brevity, that's something I'm learning right now. I'm reading through a book I think is really good. It is kind of salesy towards, they have like an AI thing called Axios HQ. So I want to get that, but I've trained a chat GPT bot and everything for the basics of what we need and all of that. So I'm looking forward to using it. I already started using it at work as well, because I also film a lot of stuff for work, me in front of camera and everything. So going deep in that. So because I get these scripts from people, and they are like freaking doctor theses. Thesi? I'm not sure. But they're super long and super wordy for no reason other than to pad a word count. And it's like, it's hard for me to say all of those words. Especially, it's like when you write things down, and this is something that I've learned. When you write things down, it makes sense in your head. But as soon as you start speaking it out loud, it becomes so much more difficult. Because the words just don't mesh together. And that's what I was getting into yesterday. I had like two scripts, and they were super wordy, and they were like, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, so I popped it into my smart brevity thing and made it so much clearer, so much more direct, because the people that we're serving, they don't have time to watch a 5-minute video, but I can turn this video into, 5-10 minutes into 2 minutes, and it have all the information that's needed. Like, they don't need all of this mumbo jumbo crap. You know, and think about this at your work. How many times do you get an email or Slack message or Teams, whatever it is, at your place of work, and or text message or whatever, and there's so much just word vomit all over the place, and you skim it, and by the second paragraph, you're out. Okay? That is the whole point of smart brevity, is to get people to read the whole thing. And if you want people to read the whole thing, you have to be choosy about your words. So that is what I'm going to be doing. And again, not everything, like car thoughts, not everything has to be smart brevity. There's a time and place for it. You know, you don't want to be using smart brevity when you're like talking to, you know, your significant other or anything. It's like you know, when you're trying to be romantic or anything like that, connect. Smart brevity is not the way there. But it's like in just communication, getting the information to people quickly and understandably is so important, because everybody interprets information differently. So if you can limit the amount of false perceptions is key. So, you know, people reading between the lines or anything like that, and also framing it with why it matters is super important. So, there's that, guys. I know I kind of ranted about smart brevity for a little while, but it is helping me a lot, and you'll be hearing it in the framework of news and shorts and all of that kind of deal. So hopefully you won't be like, what's going on? Why is this slightly different? You might not even have noticed if I didn't say anything. I don't know. But Amy and I started watching Scrubs. Amy's been wanting me to watch Scrubs for a very long time. And we got Peacock to finish Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And now that we've finished Brooklyn Nine-Nine, we were like, well, do we keep Peacock? So we were scrolling, and then boom, Scrubs showed up on our feed. And again, we've been trying to find where Scrubs was so we could actually watch it. We looked at our libraries to see if they had the seasons, because they have seasons of everything else but Scrubs. So we're like, all right. So it finally showed up, and we've started watching it. This is my first time through it. I have watched episodes here and there. My roommate in college, David, he loved Scrubs, and he loved Psych. And I've watched Psych all but the last 2 episodes, because Amy won't let us finish it. And you know I'm right on that. Anytime it's a really good show, we like Marvelous Miss Maisel, we haven't finished it, and Psych. Sometimes it's those last 2 episodes don't get watched, because if they don't get watched, the show's never done. That's the thought process behind it and everything. But so we started watching Scrubs and everything. I don't think we'll watch all of it, because I know it gets bad closer to the end of it, kind of how The Office did. But it's really funny, and there are things that have not aged well. But it's a good show. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the cast of characters. The amount of work they go in for throwaway jokes, my gosh, is very interesting. Like, they go so far above and beyond. Like, if you've ever watched Family Guy, you know how they'll like reference something and then it'll cut away, and like it'll be like the most insane zany things or whatever being shown. That is the same way in Scrubs. I don't know which one came first, to be honest, but like they will cut away, and this is all acted. This is not animated. Like, they're making sets, they're doing different costumes, whatever it is. Like, it is on a whole nother level. It's so interesting, and I like it a lot. So watching that. We jumped into Resident Alien Season 3. And Season 1, I loved the show. The show was great. It was enjoyable. Season 2, it still had some good parts. But Season 3 has gotten so convoluted that I'm not fully invested. Like, we got to like the 3rd episode or whatever, and I'm just like, eh. And that's when we found Scrub. So we got on that, and I've been enjoying it. I don't know. I feel like some shows, they have a really good idea, and then maybe it's because it's sci-fi. I don't know 100%, but it's a little, it's kind of disappointing, just to be honest. Kind of disappointing. So, but you know what's not disappointing? Amy did a 24-hour reading challenge. 24 hours reading challenge, and she did it as a vlog, everybody. And I think you need to go watch it and check it out over on her channel. Go support her. You know what? We always talk about Amy's videos in Car Thoughts, because Amy has broke 100 subscribers. She has put out videos every week, and I am super, super proud of her, because putting out content is difficult. Just 100%. It's like there are times when you don't feel like doing anything, but you have to, or the project is much larger than you think it was going to be. So go check out her video. It's really, really good. She goes through all the emotions, from happy to despair to zany, all those good things. Watch as, she tries to survive reading for 24 hours straight. It's really, really good video. Go check it out on her channel. I'll put a link in card and all that good stuff on the screen as we wrap up this video, because I'm almost at work. But I'm looking forward to hanging out with everybody tonight. We're playing some games, chatting, having a good time. We also are going to be doing NerdCave News Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Time. It's just going to be me this week. Derek is headed to Chicago. He's going up there for his sister. His sister is in a dance studio up there, like as a professional dancer and everything. So he's going to be having a good time, getting to see his sister and everything. But as I said, guys, I hope y'all are doing fantastic today. Go check out Amy's 24-hour reading challenge and see how she survived for 24 hours reading. Guys, I love y'all. You have a wonderful day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.